Hello, Herculites. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's day 3 of 24 in, which means I'm 3 in. That's what it means. As you can see, Senor Bobo. I must be going for a prom date tonight or something because what is that? Not happy about that. I was speaking to one of my friends yesterday who lives in Ireland, and he said, he's doing 24 in with me, and I thought, oh great, he's actually beating me. He's lost more weight than me. I was on the phone to him yesterday. He said, that's grand, yes, no, I'm losing like 2.5 pounds a day. I'm the creator of 24 in. You can't beat me. But no, I'm really proud of him. Well done, Damien. You're a top man. Top man. So me and Bobo have been, me and Bobo have been doing 24 in now, and it's been interesting. It's been interesting. The OMAD aspect of it is what we're doing at the moment. So one meal a day, and actually, it's been a bit of a spiritual journey as well, because during this time, it's given me time to reflect. Actually, by now I would have had my oatmeal and eggs, or my cream of rice and eggs, or whatever it is you guys have for breakfast or your lunch. You'll get to that stage and you'll think, oh, it's time for. Oh wait, hang on. I don't need to worry about that. Actually, I don't need that right now. And once you don't have it, and obviously on the first day it's difficult, but once you get past that, it's a joy. You don't have to think about making the food. You don't have to think about eating the food. You just get on with what you have to do. Hey, Bubble, let's go swipe some picnic baskets. Impressively, on the first day of doing it, I had lost about £2, and I'm losing £2 a day. On some days it's like 1.8, on some days it's 2.1, but I'm losing £2 a day, which is great. Now, bear in mind, the amount of weight you lose is going to be dependent on a lot of factors. The first factor, and probably the most important, is your basal metabolic rate. Now, what that is how much calories you use just doing your daily activities. So, how many calories you use just living, breathing. So, if you wake up in the morning and you come downstairs and you sit on the couch and just do nothing, how many calories would you burn just being you? And again, your basal metabolic rate is dependent on your age, your gender. Again, how active you are will affect your BMR, because obviously if you're more active, it's going to take more energy for you to do things. Essentially, it's just a calculation of if I ate 2,500 calories a day and carried on living as normal, for example, I would maintain my body weight. Back to what I just touched on, age and gender. Males obviously burn more calories. If you're an 18-year-old male, you're going to burn more calories than, say, a 45-year-old male, and the same for females as well. There's also the TDEE, which I'm sure you've heard other YouTubers talk about, total daily energy expenditure, I believe it is. And what that is what are you doing on a daily basis to burn calories? Are you walking? Are you doing 10,000 steps? Or are you doing 20,000 steps? If you do 20,000 steps, obviously you're going to be burning more calories, and therefore your total daily calorie expenditure will be higher. Some people go very far with this, which I don't really understand, but some people, they'll shake their leg while they're in bed because this uses more calories than just laying still. You're probably going to piss off your partner. The thing that's going to affect your weight loss or weight gain or maintenance the most is your daily intake of calories. So, although macros, like I said before, are important, how many protein, carbs, and fats you're consuming is very important. Your calorie intake is more important, because if you're in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight, and if you're in a calorie surplus, you'll gain weight. And there's no other two ways about it. I would make you think that if you had 2,000 calories of cake, then you'd be okay. I mean, in theory, you could lose weight on 2,000 calories of cake, but your insulin would be all over the place. Your glucose levels. I mean, it's not healthy. It's not something you want to do. You're going to ruin your liver and kidneys, eating 2,000 calories of junk food every day. I mean, we can all remember, what was the name of that fella? The guy in Super Size Me. Remember, he ate McDonald's for like 20 days straight, and even if he had eaten McDonald's 20 days straight, in a calorie deficit, which is some people could do. You saw that his fats and everything, sugars and all that. I mean, I know McDonald's have changed a lot since then, and they're a lot more health conscious with their food. But eating fast food every day is not going to be healthy for you. And so having a clean diet most of the time, that doesn't mean you can't treat yourself. Actually, this is a good point. When do you treat yourself? So you can go off two methods actually doing this. You can go off the typical cheat meal, which is something I've done in the past, and I think for me that works the best because it teaches me what's the word I'm looking for? After I make the video, I know that I'm going to remember the word. I've gone blank right now. Probably because there's no energy rushing to my brain as I'm currently fasting. Having a separate cheat meal allows me to look forward to something, but also teaches me structure. So I know that, for example, Monday to Friday, I'm going to be eating healthy for a reason, to get better health, to look better, to feel better. And then I know on Saturday, for example, I'll look forward to it. I'll think, oh, Saturday night I'm going to have, pizza and ice cream, and that's something that I enjoy. I like that feeling and waiting for that. But there is also the other way you could do it, and to be fair, there's probably nothing wrong with it. If everything you're eating in the day, 95% of what you're eating is healthy, so you're eating your vegetables and your fruits and your rice and all the things that are healthy, clean, then there's probably nothing wrong with 5% of what you're eating being unhealthy. Let's say you were just doing a normal daily split. So you're eating, say, 3 to 4 meals a day, each one, say, 5, 6, 7, 800 calories, whatever it is. And you've eaten your meals and you've left space for, say, 300 calories. So 2,200, 2,300 calories of what you've eaten has been healthy and clean. What's to say you can't have a cookie at the end of the day? What's to say you can't have, a tub of Halo Top, half a tub of Ben and Jerry's? Something that is, not going to take you over your calories and is accounted for, but something you can look forward to and enjoy and keep you satiated and keep you going with your diet. Back to 24 in. That's pretty impressive, I would say. 6 pounds in 3 days. I'm happy with that. I'll continue, I think. I'm in a caloric deficit. So if I did my BMR calculation now, which I could, but I'm just being on the back foot of things right now. I don't want to look into the details of each thing, I want to just kind of start off nice and simple and ease my way into this process. So if I did my BMR calculation now, it would probably be in the 3,500, 4,000 calories. I would need to eat 3,500, 4,000 calories to maintain my body weight at this size. The fact that I'm doing OMAD, 1 meal a day at the moment, in the first stage of 24 in, means I'm skipping breakfast, I'm skipping any snacks during the day, and I'm skipping lunch. I'm eating my dinner around 9 o'clock at night when I open my fast. That means I'm skipping out on multiple meals. Forget the other benefits of fasting for a second, like autophagy, the renewal of cells, etc. Let's just forget all of that. Let's just concentrate on calories in versus calories out. If I have skipped on 3/4 of my usual calories, what's going to happen? The body's still going to be burning that amount, isn't it? So if I'm burning 4,000 calories a day, for example, and I'm only eating 1,500, because let's be honest, guys, like, if you're eating clean and you're only eating one meal, it's hard to get more than 1,500 calories. Let's just be honest. 200, 300 grams of rice, you have your lean meat sauce, your vegetables, some fruit, maybe like a snack in there, whatever it is you want to do. I'm only eating 1,500 calories. You can do this too. There's no difference between me and you. You might be lighter than me, you might be heavier than me, you might be older than me, younger than me, different gender to me, different race to me. All of that doesn't matter. As long as you are in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. This is what all personal trainers, all nutritionists everyone who gives you a diet is doing. They're putting you in a calorie deficit, or if you're a professional bodybuilder or you're in bodybuilding and you're trying to bulk, they'll put you in a calorie surplus. The cleaner it is, the better the gains. It's as simple as that, regardless of your genetics. Now, I'm endomorphic, as I've said in the past. I hold on to body fat easier. As a general rule of thumb, Persians are like that, and I have to work harder to shed body fat and get leaner. Now, the benefits for me is when I'm bulking up in the winter, I'm getting bigger a lot quicker than the other guys. But the drawbacks for me is that when I'm trying to cut in the summer, then I struggle with that. You should be aware that you can do this, and you can lose weight doing this. And I'd like to throw another factor in there that's going to shock a lot of people. I haven't started exercising yet. So I'm losing this weight without forms of exercise, and that's because I only throw exercise in once I stop losing weight. So if I'm eating, for example, 1,500, 2,000 calories a day or whatever it is, and I get to a point where actually the body is adjusting to what I'm eating, then I will throw exercise in the form of LISS, low impact state cardio. And that would be like, half an hour to an hour walking a day. Nothing dramatic. Herculites, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, please, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'm really trying to give you the best content I can with the resources that I have. And I hope to see you on the next one.